considering we've had death in the markets over the last 2 to 3 days, we have been bleeding like absolute crazy in the markets, and that's all thanks to Jerome Powell basically answering a question that the media had asked, stating that the Federal Reserve, which we'll touch base on in a moment, does not and cannot legally buy Bitcoin. Well, first of all, they're not federal, they're privately owned. And second of all, they're not a reserve because they don't hold any reserves, okay? So it's very important to understand what is going on here. They are trying to crush Trump, the markets, whatever they possibly can. They're just trying to keep it in like this limbo state at the moment. So let's not worry about that. Let's focus on building your portfolios, just like I have been sharing with you on my Crypto Bliss channel and my community. I've been smashing these videos out for you. So I hope you have been enjoying every single one of them. Truly appreciate my community growing here right into the beautiful New Year's of 2025, coming up into Solstice Day tomorrow. I hope you are so excited, my friends. Really appreciate every single one of you. Let's delve into the content of today's video, because I would not be going anywhere regardless of the bloodshed that honestly we are seeing in the markets here, as you can see right now. Wow, we have bled like crazy. But guess what? A 15% drawback really is not a lot, considering in the past we see up to 50-60% drawbacks. So could we essentially come down further? If you watched my video here yesterday, the real truth about money versus Bitcoin, well, go check that one out. But really, if we are to pull back 40%, like I said, 60,000, I doubt we're going to come all the way back down to 60,000. I did say, however, that it is possible for us to retest the breakout zone right here, which would give us an estimated 32% drawdown, which would take the price down to $73,000. Now, I'm not going to leave that out of the cards, because right now the candles are engulfing the last few candles. This candle is weekly candle is engulfing the last few candles here, so that tells us that the trend is shifting. However, I would not worry, because of course we're still way above the 200 moving average, and that is the most crucial component, because it's just going to bounce off the 200 moving average. Now, even though we are right down here in this kind of zone, we're not, I mean, we're only in the yellow over here at like 910, okay? Shout out to Stock Money Lizard here for this chart. The Bitcoin new all-time high does not have, but this is not hit the top, okay? The Satoshi meter is loading, but only 9. We have still a lot of upside, yeah, because we have to get to like the 2025 zone, which is right into the purple zone up here. We have not even done that. We have still an incredibly crazy bull cycle ahead of us, without a doubt. So even though altcoins are suffering right now, they're getting to a level of support. I mean, we've lost $300 billion out of the altcoins over the last couple days, okay, and since Jerome Powell on Wednesday evening. But at the end of it, my friends, we are, even though this looks like a little bit of an impact, which means that we could come down even further, I doubt that that's what's going to happen, because right now it's a very good support level, and we've had a very much a lot of candles here. Now, most importantly is that we actually bounced off of the support level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times already, 6 times already. So right now we are getting ready to do the same. I'm confident of it. Yes, we could wick down a little bit, but the likelihood is we're not going to break this low here. All right. Like I said, we are still very early, and like I've always said, and clearly Mags and I are on the same page, and we have a heck of a long way to go in parabola, okay, right now into the peak of the season. That's potentially up to 265, maybe $300,000 this cycle. I keep showing you the $300,000 level that continues to remain my target for the cycle. So a little pullback now is an opportunity to buy. My friends, we're sitting at 92,000. Fuck yeah. You know what? I bought me more Bitcoin. I bought me more altcoins today because I had a little bit of extra cash that came in now in December. I bought me more because I will spend as much money as I possibly can take to put into crypto, Bitcoin, and these Bitcoin, most importantly, and these altcoins right now, especially on large dip days like this. Okay, so I'm not just talking about it. If you watch my video here, I do what I say. Even these two videos here, I do what I say I'm gonna do. So right now, we're really only at this particular phase of the market at the moment, okay? Will Bitcoin play the same book? Possibly. Make a pump, then have a fake out, then manipulation, okay? We haven't had that pump. We haven't had the consolidation. We haven't had the fake out. We haven't had the manipulation just yet, okay? Because we only pumped up to 108,000. Now, I have a post that I'm going to share with you, but really, guys, like I said, I don't think we're going to come back more down. Really, we're not. We're at 92,000, which is a decent level to bounce off of. And look at this final expansion phase, potentially heading on up towards the 300K. Not only that, but according to Titan of Crypto, Bitcoin market sentiment, it's the same story every time and it never changes. Markets aren't designed for the majority to win. Corrections are natural and part of the bull cycle. I completely agree with this, man. Here you go, boom, pump. Here you go, boom, pump. Here you go, pump. Here you go, pump. Here you go, bump. Here you go, bump. Here you go, bump. And right now we're pretty much in the same phase. And you can see here, this point here, Ponzi Junkie said, Washiora will buy much lower, sir. Well, guess what? We didn't get that opportunity. So buy on the red fucking days, guys. It's not a joke. It really just isn't a joke. So if we look here, BTC is dead. BTC 12K, according to the 12K. We never hit 12K, did we? The end of the bull run is coming. Right there. Oh la la la. We are at the top of the cycle. Unfortunately, alt season hasn't even started and it probably won't. Bull market over. See you all in 4 years. Had no alt and no Bitcoin season. Well, I don't agree with any of those. And as we can see, the charts keep pumping. Well, wait till you see this chart I'm about to share with you. But make sure you share some love with me and the community by sharing this video for Christmas joy as a Christmas present to your friends and your family, because they need to see this content, my friends. Okay, especially this. This is officially the alt season blueprint, and it is the end of 2024 that could mirror 2020's explosive altcoin rally. Okay, get ready. So as soon as Bitcoin dominance hit this level, this retest, which it actually currently is, you can currently see, there's my zone, okay? There's my upward trend line there. It's hitting it right now, okay? We could potentially be having the correction, the major correction, which then allows Ethereum to break out and then the others follow suit pretty much like within a few days, okay? So ETH has to get through its all-time high first, pump up and make its next move. We're at that level right now where Ethereum's gonna get ready to pump, then alt seasons will get ready to make the next move. This is amazing, okay? This is the time. This is the chart. We're at that phase here right now where Bitcoin dominance is retesting. We're getting ready to drop, my friends. Don't go anywhere. Especially because while you're panicking about a little tiny little blip dip like this, okay? Mara bought $1.53 billion of Bitcoin. BlackRock just bought $359 million of Bitcoin. Hut bought $100 million. Sailor's probably hitting the market for another $3 billion more to buy Bitcoin. Nation states are buying in stealth mode. And I have more evidence of that because, as you can see here, after securing $3.3 billion IMF loan, El Salvador says it will continue buying Bitcoin, possibly at an accelerated pace. Bitcoin Office Director. Now, this is very interesting because El Salvador are accumulating 1 Bitcoin a day. Imagine if they went up to 2 Bitcoin and 3 Bitcoin a day. Who knows? Maybe they just buy everything all at one time and buy in at this price level, because right now, hopes are not going to see Bitcoin come back down to these levels. Now, with that being said, Who gives a shit if we pull back down even to the 618 at $80,000, okay? If you're trading this with me, okay, I'm being brutally brutal with you here. I am in a loss. I was in a profit, but since we have continued to bleed since my entry level here, which was down here, which was actually a great entry level, but should have taken profits knowing we were at the top of my trend line. But that's not the point, because I'm actually going to hold this trade for the next maybe month and a half to 2 months, okay? And I want to say to you that right now we're coming up to this support zone. So cool, we might get a massive push down here this afternoon, this weekend, and then a one buyback up here. I don't think we're going to break this box. I don't think we're going to close below this box. If we do, then all hell's going to break loose, because then yes, we're coming back down to 70,000. Okay, so even if we did do that, that's great. I'll keep buying down here, okay, to lower my buy entry price, and then I will continue to make sure that my position is great. But for now, put my stop loss all the way down here so that we don't get these large ass wick outs down here. Use my Bybit link down below, and you can trade with me and get up to $30,000 deposit bonus. I got stopped out heavy on my Ethereum. I thought we were going to buy here and continue up here on the support side. Well, guess what? Jeez, I was so wrong, because I thought we were going to make higher lows here. Well, guess what? We've even gone to the point of actually breaking this downtrend here, okay, this baseline here. But the thing is that we've come to a very strong support level, and guess what? We're already even pushing up on the Ethereum candle, and look at that. We've actually just missed my level. So I would say that we would definitely probably come down. We've bottomed out at this point, so even I would move my level. I'm going to move my level up to about 3,136. Yeah, I would say let this thing hit resistance, pull back a bit, and then get its momentum and its energy back up there. So for me right now, that's the level. It's all based on what Bitcoin is going to be doing over the next day or 2 or 3 days or week or so coming up to Christmas. But honestly guys, December is never a bad month for Bitcoin, okay? So right now we're in the red at the moment on this month, okay? Could it be the first month that we go red? Well, not quite, because even if we just chill and sit here, we have got possibly a rally up here to close just above this, and then in January one crazy pump up to the 150k level, maybe February up to the 200k level, 250. Maybe we see the top out. I don't know guys, I can't tell you, but what I can tell you is that Senator Loomis says she wants to give the Federal Reserve the authority to own Bitcoin. I want our federal government to have strategic Bitcoin reserve, buying 200,000 Bitcoin every year for 5 years and holding it for 20 years. Let's just listen to the first little bit of this video, and I will leave you at that. Thanks for being here with me today on the Crypto Bliss channel. Community, I truly appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe to my community, and let's have a wonderful, strong end ahead.
It doesn't discourage me, because what Chairman Powell was saying is they don't have the authority now to own Bitcoin. I want to give it to them. I want our federal government to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve that can help back the US dollar as the world reserve currency, and then serve as a long-term savings account, thereby offsetting our national debt, which is over $36 trillion now. So my proposal would have the U.S. Purchase through other assets it already owns, 200,000 Bitcoin a year for 5 years for a total of $1 million, hold it for at least 20 years. And at the numbers that we project, that would accrue a fund that's worth about $16 trillion.
$16 trillion, my friend. That's Bitcoin fund. Okay, so now while I'm here, let's go and have a look at Bitcoin. To add 16 trillion to Bitcoin, okay, while we're currently at a $2 trillion market cap, okay, let's just say this gets to 18 trillion. Okay, there you go. There's your $1 million Bitcoin, or just shy of $1 million Bitcoin, my friends. So if you think buying Bitcoin today at $93,000 is expensive, this is going to 10x vary within the next 5 years, without a doubt. okay, just from the US Federal Reserve buying, let alone from all the other nation states, let alone from Michael Saylor, Kayev over here, let alone everybody else, let alone you, let alone me. Ha, my friends, is there enough Bitcoin for us all? Thanks for being here with me. Appreciate you. See you in the next one.